Let's talk a little bit about fitness. What if someone wants to get in shape? What role does nutrition play versus exercise? I mean, can you get in shape with just nutrition, or you have to have exercise?
Here's what I tell them. If they come up to me and they say, I want to lose weight, or, I want to feel better, I want to get stronger, and I'll tell them a couple of things. You want to eat right, you want to exercise, you want to drink your water, you want to stretch daily.
I'm drinking my water.
Exactly. You want to stretch daily, you want to get your sleep, and you need to work on the mental aspect, and as well as the spiritual aspect. And
so it's kind of a
and
whole,
all of that.
Whole life.
Exactly.
Life change.
Exactly.
Does someone have to join a gym to get in shape, to exercise?
Absolutely not. There is so much out there. In fact, there's city parks, there's walking, there is tennis, there's soccer, both for kids and adults. There is softball. You've got state parks where you've got trails. You've got swimming. You've got cycling, both on trails as well as on the roads. Have to be very careful and safe and watch for the cars. You also have, in a lot of the parks and recreation, you've got indoor activities, volleyball, racquetball, you've got basketball, you've got kickboxing, you've got FSU, FAMU. Most of your high schools have tracks that you can go to and use. I like to promote, when I teach my classes or one of my clients, to me it's all about fun. And I like to
If you don't enjoy it, you're probably not going to
Exactly. And I tell my, when I'm teaching my classes, I'm like, okay guys, before we start here, number one, it's about fun. And then if you sweat, that's great. Okay? But first it's about fun.
Well, let's say I'm not trying to be a triathlete here or run a marathon. About how many minutes a day and days a week would you say someone should shoot for to get started?
Well, it depends.
Just general.
Okay. There's guidelines here.
Okay.
And if you follow the American College of Sports Medicine as well as American Heart Association guidelines, which I do, if you're a healthy individual, male, under 40, 30 minutes a day for health, most days of the week. Most days of the week being 5 to 7. If you're trying to lose weight, at least 60 minutes, most days of the week. If you're trying to lose weight and maintain that, okay, 60 to 90 minutes a day. All right? Weight training, strength training, twice a week. Full body, depending 8 to 12 repetitions. And this is, again, everyone's individualized. And this is a guideline. Women that are healthy, under 50, again, same guidelines as I just said. Okay? 30 minutes a day, most days of the week, being 5 to 7. If they want to, for healthy purposes, 60 minutes for weight loss maintenance, 60 to 90. And again, this is exercise. This is not just cardiovascular. This is cardiovascular and strength training and
all of it together.
All of it together. And let's see, what else? Oh, and if they're over 40 male, over 50 female, and they don't have any risk factors, same guidelines. If there's risk factors, heart condition, high blood pressure, osteoporosis, high cholesterol, I wouldn't make any recommendations. I would have them go to the doctor first, have a stress test, have a full physical, and then from there, follow certain guidelines. The other thing that's real important too is I try to, a lot of people will say to me, Alexis, I can't go for 60 minutes. I can't go for 30 minutes. I don't have the time. I'm bored. I don't like it. And I say to them, you don't have to. Go 10 minutes here. Go 10 minutes there. Go 10 minutes there.
So it's not all at one time.
Exactly. It's all about burning calories. Okay? So the higher the intensity that you exercise, the more calories you burn, okay? So a pound of fat, okay, or a pound of
Right,
weight loss,
right.
3,500 calories. So that's your goal.
Right.
So you want to burn more calories. So you increase your intensity, okay? So interval training, you can go for a shorter amount of time, increase your intensity, and that's what you want to do.
Let me call a timeout here.
Okay.
I think you said something really important.
Okay.
You said in order to lose a pound of fat, you've got to burn 3,500 calories. 'Cause
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's how many calories are in a pound of fat, whether
Right.
it's fat you eat or fat here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's kind of important
Yes.
in people in looking at their diet and counting calories,
Right.
as well as
Right.
looking at the machine that says you
Right.
burn this many calories. Okay.
Right.
Let's get real practical. Let's say that you have someone 35 to 45 comes in, they're out of shape, they're 30, 40 pounds overweight, maybe more, and they come up to you and say, Alexis, I want to lose weight, I want to get in shape. Where do you start? What would be the first things you do with them?
Well, the first thing I would have them do is they have to fill out health and fitness assessment form. Give me a health history, what is their background, what have they been doing. Make sure that they're healthy and fit, so that I can kind of get a background and make sure that we can go from there. Very
It's
important.
healthy enough to do
Yes,
exercise
exactly.
before you just jump into it.
Exactly. Do they need a do they need a physical? Do they need to be cleared by their doctor? Things like that. Then also, what's very important is they fill out a goal sheet. Very specific,
Okay.
based on what do they want. And then we sit down and say, okay, this is what they want. And then from there, I will do a full fitness assessment on them. Heart rate, blood pressure, measurements, their body fat percentage, cardiovascular assessment. We will do flexibility testing. We will do strength testing. And I think that's it. And then from that assessment and from their goals, we will decide specifically what will get them to where they want to be. Okay?
Diet, exercise,
Exactly.
the whole
They will also
bottom
do
line.
what I call, what I mentioned at the very beginning, a diet exercise log. Okay?
Right.
Hopefully for at least 3 days. That's kind of hard. Some people don't like to do that. And I always tell them, I just want you to be yourself. If you eat Snicker bars, tell me your Snicker bars. You're not in trouble. I want you to be yourself.
That means 1 3 days they'd never go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Never get a Big Mac and fries.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So they give me that, and I set up their program from there based on, what their schedule is, work-related or home-related or whatever it might be, based on their goals. And everyone is individualized. I train people, in the gym, at home, at their offices, outside, inside.
Okay.
It just depends.
It's not always at Premier Athletic Club or some
it's
other
always
gym.
different. It's always
Okay.
different.
You've been doing this for a long time, and you've worked with all kinds of people. Some people who came and stuck with it for years, changed their lifestyle. Now they're not with a trainer. You've trained them. Others who get started with a bang, and then they're a month they're burned out. What have you found that keeps people motivated? What are the kinds of things that help people to stay with a fitness program?
Variety. The main thing is variety. Variety. That's the first thing that comes. I always tell them variety is the key to life, and fitness to me. Variety in their exercise, variety in their eating, variety in all that they do, so that it keeps their body guessing. Because if they do the same thing all the time, what I tell them is their body sits back and says, okay, Matt, I'm going to sit back and let you just kind of go, I'm going to take a nap right now. So their metabolism slows down. Everything just kind of slows down because your body knows exactly what's going to happen. What
It's a
you want
master
your
of efficiency is what you're
exactly.
saying, so it knows how
you
to
want
adapt.
your body to be like, oh my gosh, Matt, what's happening? Wait. I got to wake up.
Right. What about the value of a workout partner doing it together with someone? Is that a helpful thing, have you found? Or?
That's the other thing. For so long with personal training, it was very popular to train just by yourself. It was all about, being individualized and training by yourself. And that was good for a long time. But it's coming back around to where partner training, group training, even large group training is more popular now because of the camaraderie,
Right.
because of the support system. And
Fun. That's the fun factor.
it's the fun
when you're there
factor.
with
It
friends
really is. It really is. And it,
Well, I know a lot of people are intimidated about going to a gym or going in because they feel like I'm way overweight, I'm not in shape, everybody there is going to look like you, Alexis, but they really don't, do they? I mean, they're just all sorts of body types and,
Exactly.
and people trying to get in shape.
exactly.
Thanks, Alexis.
Oh,
Thanks
no, thank
for
you.
helping us. It's been awesome here, and you gave us some great advice. I think you've given us some ideas of where we could start and where people could,
I'm
wherever they
thanking
are,
Linda.
in the program. So,
So,
yeah, Linda,
yeah.
we hope Linda starts working out. I mean, she's way overweight, and look how winded she is. See, I'm just not breathing hard at all. She's over there just.